Good evening. Welcome to the August 26th Lebanon Board of Works meeting. Our first order of business will be the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, move on to the roll call members. Madam Clerk, will you call roll, please?
Sure. Mayor Gentry.
Here.
Becky McClure is excused tonight. Bill Stoner.
Present.
Dick Robertson. Here. Alan Milburn.
Present.
Thank you.
Okay, move on to the lots of minutes, okay? So the minutes from our May 13th, July 8th, and July 22nd meetings, were there any changes to those minutes? Make a motion to approve those minutes.
I make a motion we approve those minutes.
Motion, is there a second? Second. Second from Alan. Fair say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Minutes are approved. All right, on to department head reports. First up will be Police Department, Chief Morgan.
Good evening, board members. Since our last meeting, the Lebanon Police Department has responded to 852 calls for service. A total of 24 people were arrested for the following crimes. We had 6 for operating while intoxicated, 3 were wanted on warrants, 3 for domestic battery, 3 for driving while suspended, 3 for possession of marijuana, 1 for possession of meth, 1 for battery, 1 for an operator never receiving a license, 1 for intimidation with a deadly weapon, and 2 for resisting law enforcement. In that same time frame, 22 crash reports were taken and 0 gun permits were sent to the state. For training, from August 12th to the 15th, we did EVOC training and firearms training in service provided by our instructors to our officers, trying to get our training hours in for the year. August 19th to the 21st, LPD hosted .1 Tactics and Modern Samurai project for a joint shooting class. This was an advanced performance class focused on speed and accuracy. Those are 2 big name instructors in the shooting world, and they came together for a class here in Lebanon. I think the mayor got an email from one of the people who attended the class, as I did. It seemed like it went pretty well. August 26th, with help from LFD, we wrapped up our recertifications for CPR and the use of AEDs. So all our officers are now certified in CPR again. So that's all I have for training.
Chief, any questions for Chief from the board?
No.
From the public? Yeah, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
No fire report tonight. They have a live burn tonight. So next will be Parks Department, John Messenger.
Good evening. Our 2024 Daddy Daughter Dance is in the books. It was a big hit. We had almost 200 couples that enjoyed dinner, dancing, a craft station, making troll hair, temporary tattoo station, meet and greet with Poppy the Troll. I hope we all know who that is. Pretty popular dude there at the Daddy Daughter Dance. And Beverly Ann's Cookie Truck, big hit with the ice cream. We had good weather as well. Look forward to next year's event. Weather was pretty good too. It wasn't 900 degrees like it was last year. It was warm, but not as bad. The 2024 Pickleball League will begin this Thursday, August 29th. Games are played at 6 p.m. and will run for the next 7 weeks. We ended up with 8 teams total. Seashore Water Park is now closed for the season. Had a great summer season and would like to thank all our hardworking staff for the finishing the year strong. Always struggle there when everybody goes back to school and college, but hey, they showed up, so it's really good. We struggled a little bit on Saturday and Sunday, but appreciate the ones that really put out there. We'll be draining the pools soon. In fact, the wade pool's already started draining. We talked to wastewater, the Lebanon utilities, and you have to bring the parts per million down, so it's good and heading that way. We'll drain the leisure pool here soon. The splash pad, however, will remain open for the next few weeks or until the weather starts to turn. Stay tuned and check our social media channels and website for updates. Obviously, with the 90-degree heat, it's going to be a big hit this week and this weekend. Crossroads Corvettes will be hosting their car show in Memorial Park on Saturday, September 14th. Registration is from 9 a.m. to 11:30, and judging ends at 1 p.m. Food will be available for purchase. And if you haven't been to Abner Longley around the conservation pond, work has started down there. Put a nice barricade up, a nice fence. It looks gorgeous. I hope you've seen on social media, getting a lot of great feedback on it. I think it's great. Finally, Mayor, we got that chain link fence down. We've been wanting that down for a long time. Couldn't do it because of safety purposes. Feel real comfortable down there now. Anyway, it just looks great. The dock will be going in soon, or the fishing pier, and then right behind it will be the asphalt. So looking forward to that project wrapping up. Going to be a great improvement for the south side. That's all I had.
Thank you, John. Any questions for John from the board, from the public? Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right, no engineering department report. Planning department, Ben Bottrager.
Good evening, board members. Since the last board meeting a couple weeks ago, the planning department completed 157 building inspections. So we're still averaging about 15 to 16 inspections a day. So still good activity, and 69 permits. And of those 69 permits, 9 of them were new single family residential permits. So again, still very strong activity there. In addition, on the commercial side, we did have an improvement location permit, a new construction permit, and a foundation permit release. So again, still seeing very strong activity there, and a number of those I believe are related to the Eli Lilly site. So still rolling in all the permits on all their buildings. Of course, they've got 12 buildings, so it takes a little while to get permits issued for all those. As they're rolling into those, they still have a lot of work to go. In terms of filings for September meetings, we did have one new filing for the September Plan Commission meeting, and that is what is being called Hickory Junction Phase 2, and that is for the 60 acres that's directly east of the Fieldhouse property, and this property contemplates a mixed-use approach that includes both commercial, multifamily, and single-family uses. So we're just starting the review of that proposal and that concept, and we'll be seeing that go forward to the Plan Commission, if not in September and October for sure. On the code enforcement side, finally seems like we're catching up a little bit. Activity and new cases are down from where they were over the last couple of months. So I think we're finally starting to catch up. Of course, I also pulled these numbers myself because Micaiah's on vacation, so I might have done it wrong. So I can't just verify the accuracy of these numbers, but it does seem like our activity has finally leveled off a little bit from over the summer. So a lot of good things happening there. We've got our 2 new employees that started a couple weeks ago. Getting them ramped up. We do have an event coming up in October. We did a neighborhood dumpster day a couple of years ago that was really successful. We actually focused on a specific district in the city. We're going to be doing that again coming up the first weekend in October. So once we get those details finalized, I'll report that at the next Board of Works meeting, but that should be coming up in early October. So that's all I have.
Thank you, Ben. Any questions for Ben from the board? Public? Yeah, thank you, sir. Next will be Public Works Department, Jason Lawson.
Good evening. Since our last meeting, DPW team members completed CPR training that was put on by the Lebanon Fire Department. We appreciate them for doing that for us. The street department, they continued their mowing of easements, right-of-ways, and vacant property. We used 5 tons of asphalt, repairing potholes, replaced or repaired 10 street signs. They're continuing the painting of their curbs yellow, and they picked up 127,620 pounds of brush on Brush Week. The stormwater department, they replaced 2 catch basins, one at Jackwes Drive, one at Mary Drive. They report a new riser ring and curb on the catch basin at 1019 Redwood Drive. They lowered the 10-inch drainage pipe, a total of a foot, and reseeded and riprap the pipe opening on Anderson Lane and Elm Swamp Road. They responded to 226 utility locates. The next lemon brush week is September 16th through the 20th. For our inspections department, we did 7 SWIP inspections, 12 right-of-way inspections, 5 stormwater inspections, and fielded 5 complaints.
Thank you, Jason. Any questions for Jason from the board? From the public? Okay, thank you, sir. And then also no communications department report tonight either. So that concludes department head reports. Move on old business. Is there anything on the, nothing on my agenda from me? Is there anything from the board? Okay, new business then. First item up is a street closure request for the Lebanon High School Homecoming Parade. Kendra Whipke.
Hi, I'm Ayana Bailey,
I'm Eva Chiki.
and we're here with our Lebanon Student Council, and we're wondering if we could have the, if the road's up.
Yeah.
The closure of Uland Drive, Tiger Way, Northeast Drive, the park, and the intersection of North Meridian, East Uland Drive, and Tiger Way for our homecoming parade.
And what's the date for that?
The,
September 20th.
yeah,
Right, okay.
from like 5:30 PM to 6:30 PM.
September 20th.
Same route you've had in the past, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Any other fastballs we need to throw at these girls? No, I'm just kidding. All right, I'll entertain a motion then to approve the street closure request for the homecoming parade.
I'll make a motion that we approve the street closing for the homecoming as presented.
Second motion from Alan, second from Dick. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? All right, that's approved. Thanks so much.
Yeah.
Great job, by the way. Okay, next up will be a street closure request for the Rotary 5K trunk or treat.
Hi, Lisa Galvin for the Lebanon Rotary Club. This year, the Rotary Club is shifting our 10th annual Trick or Trot 5K to the downtown area so that we can do it in conjunction with the Clues Brews Chili Cook-Off, which will follow our event. So we think it'll be great to have it a bigger event. In front of you, I handed out already the map of the course that we'll be doing, and we just need approval for that for street closures. And then also beside the library on the Meridian Street side, between the library and the old jail, will be our start and finish line. And so we would need that blocked off, kind of where it meets the flats.
Any questions on that from the board? Okay. Would entertain a motion. Oh, I'm sorry. What's the date of that? I apologize.
That's October the 12th at 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
All right. Would entertain a motion then to approve the street closure request for the trick or trot. Sorry for the
That's okay.
mistake earlier. As presented.
Make a motion, we approve the motion for the closure, October the 12th at 2 PM as presented.
Motions are second. Second from Dick. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? That is approved. Thank you,
Thank
Lisa.
you.
Appreciate it. All right. Next up will be a project award concerning miscellaneous park fencing and portalet enclosures. John.
Good evening. Seeing you again. Yes, here to get approval for Reese Park. I'll just show you what we're talking about. That's, we just recently paved it. Anyway, there's a fence that we would like to put, where the fence will go is east to west along Maple Drive where the new parking lot is. Does that help you? And that's Maple Drive. The new parking lot starts at one end on the east side, goes to the west. What we want is a 4-foot fence going there. Basically, the park board asked for that with a couple openings. That'll keep the kids from running out in the street. Now that all the cars are parked there, just want to make it safer for the kids. So there's only 2 inlet outlets, so it'll kind of keep them contained. And just like approval for that project. It is, the lowest bid in was $17,000. There were 5 people that we put the scope out to. And as far as that, K&K Fencing was one, John Lastly Outdoor Solutions, TJ Fencing, Glidden Fencing, Capital City Fencing, And one had no response, a couple had refused, and the other one was 19,170, and we came out with 17,000 as the lowest bid, which I'd like to move forward with that.
Who's the lowest bid, John?
Indy Fence,
Indy Fence?
No, Capital City.
or Capital City, I apologize, yes.
Capital City?
Yes,
How tall is the fence?
4 foot,
4 foot.
yes, with 2 openings.
Yeah, it's really just a divider just to separate, make sure no balls go out into the road and make
Right.
sure they're,
Balls don't get kicked out there and the kids aren't chasing, what have you.
Right.
Yeah, just a safety, and the park board really wanted that, and I appreciate moving forward with that. Got quotes in, and those were the quotes.
now, John, did we need to,
I think there's several other projects that we would like to tie into this upon approval with the city council. Do you want me to go
well,
forward?
and
with-
that's what I was going to mention because
Yeah.
we also, so that's project one was that fencing
Yes,
quote.
there are actually, I
And
can
then-
go on with them. There are actually 5 different fencing. We have Reese Park Portalet enclosure, Stone Eater Bike Park enclosure, and these are portalets enclosures, like is downtown. I can show you a little picture of that. I don't know if you're familiar with some of the looks there. The steel with the poly finish on it. It's held up real well for the downtown parking lot. But that would be, again, all these included upon approval from the council for funding would be Reese Park fencing, and then the portalet enclosures for Reese Park, Stone Eater Bike Park, Big Four Trail, Abner Longley Park, and the Hot Pond Park. And we would like approval to move forward with those. They were all quoted. And the lowest quotes, we also get a discount if we would go do all those 5. That total project is, I don't know, 50. Yeah, yes. But those were all set out separately and people bid on them. And again, Capital won the bid. So upon approval.
My question, have you?
Is there any need for street lighting or anything around these facilities?
The only one that would be Stone Eater. There's no lighting out there. There again, it's dusk to dawn in these parks, so, I feel comfortable with those. They have locks in the backs of them. We will not be locking them up of a night, but rather than that yellow or blue color that we have out there, I think it's worked really well downtown. It's easy to maintain, and I just think they're a plus, yeah.
Yeah, and honestly, I mean, I think
Aesthetically, it's just gorgeous.
Yeah, well, and we,
comparatively.
When we built the new restrooms in Memorial Park back in, was that 2019 or 18? Do you remember?
That was 2008, 9, right in there.
No, the new ones we did by the baseball
Oh,
field.
the new ones? Yeah, no, the
Right.
old ones were 75,000. Yeah, this one, quadruple that price. Yeah.
And that was pre-COVID too, so.
Yes.
And that's not the issue, I think.
We looked at split face, for all your information. We looked at split face to try and keep that same, look throughout. It's just unbelievable. The price just for a split face was $80,000 or more. This is, it's just for portalet, coverage is basically. So this is a much easier, American Rescue Plan is going to take care of that trailhead anyway. We have money set aside for that. So I think this will be a nice, to put that out there.
And we thought it'd be a good.
We don't have one
the-
currently.
the-
I don't want to stick one right on a busy road right there. And,
Yeah, the one downtown has been received very well. It's been, we hadn't really had any issues with it at all. It's
None.
been appreciated, I think. And so I think something that it's a pretty cost-effective measure for us to put these in places that don't have restrooms today. And certainly as our parks are expanding and add more facilities, you can use more. I think having some options are helpful. So
when funding comes in, possibly go with a permanent. Some of them have issues where we're going to struggle to get the utilities to them. So for the short term, say 20 years, who knows, 5 years, 10 years, we put it in the plans, but the price is just out of control right now in my eyes. Yeah.
So it's kind of call it semi-permanent solution, right? For
Yes.
us, it could last for a while, but also it's It's also not just a
Aesthetically,
portalet
it's-
out there just sitting there by itself. either, so.
Aesthetically, it's just much. We had a portalet out there that the Friends of Boone County had sitting out there. It was just nasty. And I think this would be better received as people drive by. I don't know how many cars go down Sam Ralston. It's a ton, going to Menards or what have you. So,
So the.
Oh, yeah.
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 So just to clarify too, so on the parking fence at Reese,
Yes.
is that part of the food and beverage request tonight as well too?
Yes,
Or
that will be a food
okay,
and
I
beverage.
didn't know if that was in the budget. So all
Yes,
these need to
no,
be
all
subject
these will be
to.
food and beverage requests there.
Okay.
And yeah.
Okay, so all these
So
will
it's
have to
all
be
pending food and
Everything's
beverage
pending
council
requests.
approval.
Council.
Yes.
So so I just clarify too for the board. So at Reese Park, it's an 18 by 18 enclosure. The Big Four trailhead will be an 18 by 18 enclosure, but then the Stony Deer Bike Park, Abner Longley, over by the dog park, and then the hot pond enclosures. Those are just 12 by 12, so they're a little bit smaller enclosures. It's not the full.
Correct. Yes.
Whereas the Reese and the Big Four are for two portalets in them, I believe, right? So.
Which will handle a handicap there too.
A
for
handicap
those.
accessible,
Yes.
Capital City's doing all of it, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so they.
And if we go with them, we get a $10,000
discount or
cut.
something
Yeah,
like that.
sure do.
So they were the
Except
only
all
one,
five.
I mean, they're all separate projects. So
Right.
they're all sent out, but they were the one that responded to all of them. And they were on the one, there was other responses on the Reese Park fencing. They were the low bid as well too. So,
Yeah, Glidden was the only other one that responded to that.
So just for the record, John, your recommendation to the board is each of those are separate projects?
Yes, they
and
are.
You're recommending awarding it to Capital
city fencing.
or
Yeah, Capital City fencing.
Capital City
Capital
Fencing
City
as the
Fencing.
lowest, most responsive and responsible bidder?
Yes, sir.
Any questions on those?
No.
Okay, so we'll do these separately. So the first one, entertain a motion then to award the Reese parking fence to Capital City Fencing for a not to exceed $17,000 pending city council approval of funding.
So move.
Motions are second.
Second.
Second from Bill. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Okay, it's approved. All right, next would be the motion to approve the Reese Park enclosure. Award that to Capital City Fencing for $22,200, or not to exceed $22,200 pending council approval of funding.
I'll move.
Motion from Dick, second.
Second.
Second from Bill. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Next one would be a award to Capital City Fencing for the Stony Deer Bike Park enclosure for amount not to exceed $17,500 pending council approval.
So move.
Motion from Bill, second.
Second.
Second from Alan. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? All right, that's approved. All right, next will be the Big Four enclosure. Award that to Capital City Fencing for an amount not to exceed $22,200 pending council funding approval.
So move.
Motion from Dick, is there a second?
Second.
Second from Bill. All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Okay. Next would be the enclosure at Abner Longley Park near the dog park to Capital City Fencing not to exceed $17,500 pending council approval.
So move. Second.
Motion from Alan, second from Dick. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? That's approved. And finally, the hot pond enclosure for awarding that to Capital City Fencing for not to exceed of $17,500 pending council financial approval.
So move.
Motion from Bill, is there a second?
Second.
Second from Dick. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? All right, those are all approved. Thank you, John.
Thank you.
Okay, next item up here. So this is from Kevin, but he briefed me on it. So this essentially is authorizing Kevin to seek bids for the reconstruction of the Big Four Trail from Sam Ralston to County Road 350 West. This is kind of, we've been having some challenges recently with the I guess, the railroad slag that's been underneath the trail for a long time. And this is the section that wasn't improved as part of the next level trails crossing, or next level trails program. So essentially what we're doing is just authorizing Kevin to seek bids for the reconstruction of that segment of trail. So any questions on that from board, excuse me. Okay. Entertain a motion then to authorize Kevin to seek bids for the Big Four Trail reconstruction from Sam Ralston to County Road 350 West.
Motion, we approve the bid authorization for Big Four Trail from Sam Ralston to County Road 350 West reconstruction.
Motion, is there a second?
Second.
Second from Dick.
Aye.
All
Give
in
it
favor,
to
say
Alan.
aye. Alan?
Give it to
Okay.
Alan.
All right. Second from Alan, third from Dick. There we go.
Okay.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? All right, Kevin will seek those bids and present those when they come in. So that concludes what I have for new business. Is there anything from council or board? Yeah, trustee. Okay, move on to claims. We're doing a motion concerning the claims.
Make a motion, we approve the claims.
Motion to approve the claims. Is there a second?
Second.
Second from Dick. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? All right, claims are approved. All right, any announcements or discussion? Okay, we can motion to adjourn.
Make a motion, we adjourn.
Motion adjourns. Is there a second?
Second.
Second from Alan. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? All right, our next Border Works meeting will be Monday, September 9th at 5:30 PM. We are adjourned.
Yeah, 6, yeah, 5.